Welcome back to my channel. So, having built a 7-figure net worth without having any financial degree or any finance background, I have learned so much about money and how money works, the game of money, the rules behind it, read hundreds of books and watched a lot of YouTube videos, then applied all of the strategies and the tools to level up my life financially and get out of the rat race. Because of this experience, I have seen firsthand the middle class habits that are keeping a lot of people in the rat race. Imagine spinning your life away in the hamster wheel, tied to a job that you absolutely hate while you're watching your life pass by. So in this video, I will share with you the habits that are holding you back and how you can break free from them. Number one habit that a lot of people are doing that is holding them back is working for less than what they are worth. Right now at the job you currently have, do you think that you deserve more than what you're getting paid? Human beings love comfort and predictability, and we hate change. So we're more likely to stay at a job that we hate as long as we get the paycheck. Sometimes I hear people complain that they don't like how they're being paid. They're not getting what they're worth. But you do know that the business owner can pay you whatever he feels like is fair, because he's not worried about you. He's more concerned about his business and himself. So he would always underpay you to be able to make more profit. So you must do what is fair to you. Instead of complaining about a boss refusing to pay you, what else can you do? Because if you are still there complaining year in, year out, and you ask some of these people, how long have you been there? They've been there for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 25 years with 50-cent increase every 3 years. That shows your lack of confidence in your abilities to make better choices for yourself. So why would somebody else have confidence in you and pay you more when you don't even have the confidence in yourself to bet for yourself? Instead of betting against you and betting for the boss, you're making moves that hurt you. If you know that you're adding more value than what you're being paid for, then it is time to move. It is time to change. You might not feel ready, but I'm telling you today, if you needed a prophecy, I'm telling you today that you are ready. You have been ready, especially if you've done the job more than 6 months. If you have done any job, done the same thing day in and day out for a year, you have maxed out. You know everything there is to know about that job. Move up your role, get better pay, and get the opportunity to learn new things. Know your worth and then add tax. Step out of your comfort zone. Even if all hell break loose, you are well equipped for it. Never ever bet against yourself by staying at a place that your skills and your knowledge is not well rewarded for. Number 2 habit that is holding you back is spending more than you can afford. As soon as people get their bonus or promotion or get a raise, guess what we do? We run to the store, we log into a website, and we spend all of that money away. We feel the strong urge to just keep filling up other people's accounts while we stay broke. You might hold off on savings and investment because you think you don't have enough. But as soon as you get a raise, when we got the pandemic check, what happened? When we get our tax refunds, what happened? As soon as we get bonus or we get a higher paying job, we immediately upgrade our lifestyle to match or exceed that income. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy things. It is okay to buy the things that you love, but never pay more than 15% of your annual salary on a car. And that includes the car payment, the maintenance, the insurance, and everything about the car. The same thing with a house. When you get a bonus or you get a promotion, it is not the time to go buy a more expensive house, because the rule of thumb is that you should never spend more than 28% of your gross salary on where you live, be it a mortgage or rent, insurance, maintenance. Everything about that house should never exceed 28% of your salary. So 15% of your salary you shouldn't spend more than 15% on a car, and you shouldn't spend more than 28% on your home. So I do have a free template in the description for you. This is free. You can download it for free. This will help you track how much percentage of your income is going to your car, is going to your home, your groceries, and other expenses. Because clarity is power. The more clearly you see the problem, the quicker you can find a path to solve that problem. Number 3 middle class habit that is keeping people behind is relying on one source of income. The pandemic taught us one powerful truth. Anything can happen and no job is truly secured. If that didn't wake us up, I don't know what will. This year, we have had a lot of layoffs, more than ever. So it is very important to add a second source of income, no matter how small it is. The middle class all often rely on their employer, and that's a very risky game. Imagine putting your entire family's future, your future on one paycheck. What if you walked in tomorrow and your job is gone? What if the company folded up? What would happen? Do you have a backup plan? So it is very important that you have a second income, a side business, without taking on too much stress for your health. Number 4 habit of the middle class is that they use their money to fund their lifestyle. You know, the wealthy makes their money work for them. And the moment I understood this for myself, it was a game changer for me. I used the money like, a part of it. You can still spend your money on yourself and to do things, but a part of it should be sent out like your employees. And that part should go to go and earn and multiply more for you. So the wealthy uses compound interest, and they do not disturb that compound interest, because compound interest works. The longer it sits there, the longer the money sits there, the better it gets, the more it gets. You can't just pull it out and put it back in and pull it out and put it back in. You can't interrupt it. And if you don't understand much about compound interest, the simple place to start is opening a brokerage account. When I started, that's what I did. I just opened a brokerage account. I didn't know what stock to pick, and I was really, really scared and nervous. I'm like, I don't want to lose my money. I don't want to lose my money. So what I did, I started with very good ETFs and low cost index fund, not just any index fund. Make sure it is low cost index fund, because you're paying management fees for these things. So make sure that the index fund is low cost. From there, just let the money sit there and grow. With time and consistency, you will begin to see the power of compound interest working in your favor. The number 5 habit is controlling how much money is going out. It is important to do an inventory of your money. You know how much comes in, but do you know how much comes out? Do you know how many streaming platforms you're paying for? I was paying for gym membership for a year and probably went there maybe 4 times. What other things are you paying for without knowing? Because you haven't done inventory of your credit card charges, your debit card charges, your bank account. You need to sit and do inventory to see where your money, with all the small leaks, all the little holes that are leaking your money out. Because the moment you take a closer look at where your money is going out, because those small leaks can quietly drain your progress. It doesn't matter how much you put into a bucket. If it keeps leaking out, eventually it would all leak out. Don't spend to impress other people or keep up appearances. Spend in a way that brings you peace and joy. This is your money. You're supposed to do it for you, not to show people, not to do things that you really don't enjoy, but you're doing them so others can see that you're doing them, or you're doing them because you saw somebody else do them. Invest your money in yourself for your happiness, for your family, for your friends, things that bring you joy. Number 6 tip of the middle class that they do not do, this keeps them back, is financial education or financial literacy. This is the foundation where everything is built, because whether you know it or not, you are playing a money game. Money is a game, and you are in the game playing, whether you know it or you don't. And you will not advance unless you know the rules and play by the rules. All the strategies, I learned them. I read a lot of books and watched a lot of videos, and I just did one strategy at a time. I didn't just sit down and consume knowledge. I just focused on one thing. Imagine learning just one thing a day and being very intentional. You learn one thing a day and you apply that. So if you did that every day, 365 days a year, you would have made 365 money moves. Imagine where your Imagine how much you would level up financially if you did that. In the description, I have a free budget tracker, free template that you can use. It's very comprehensive. So it would have your income and your expenses, your the debt, like it's very comprehensive. You would love it, because I use that, because I do have a date with my money every Saturday morning. So I use that tracker and I'm looking at things. I'm looking at the credit card statements and I'm looking at all of these things. I'm paying things off on Saturday morning. So go download that, and it's free for you to use. It is very important that we stay very diligent with what we have been given. When you receive money, it's important that you show respect and accountability. Don't chase it away as soon as it comes in. Most of us treat money like a bad guest. As soon as it shows up, well, I know, I don't want you, just go, and we go give it out in exchange for stuff. If you had a friend that each time you visit them, they can't wait to just get rid of you, would you keep going there? That friend would have to beg you and beg you and beg you and work hard to get you to visit them. That's how we treat money, and that's why sometimes you have to work extra hard, because the money doesn't feel comfortable around you. So manage it with wisdom. Be diligent. Show great stewardship when money comes to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share. See you in the next video.